Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know today is going to be a bit different in video and content wise because we're doing something a bit different today. We're doing we're going to be discussing something that I've had a big issue with on my channel so far, and that's video. In my past videos, they were always at decent quality, but never YouTube high quality videos. There was always some issues with the image quality or something that had to be addressed, and I found to solve that problem. And give a bit buster why I'm doing this video, because I've seen a lot of videos and YouTubers doing this, but those settings seem to either half work or not work. So my approach, instead of upscaling your video to 1440p, which does work, but not necessarily a fixed solution for the issue of letting you to know, hey, my video is a high quality video and you must encode it with high quality encoding. So I'm gonna go through with guys my settings in which I used to get the quality video that I've gotten now, and those kind of stuff. So one of the very things that you can notice, that I've very noticed when people talking about high quality videos, is that all of them always have this in it, and the color. So the color should be 709, and the encoding is supposed to be VP09. You know that. Yeah. So that's something common that I've noticed. But one thing though, I never could get it to represent this until now. I've tried upscaling, it did not work for me. Yeah, so I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro in this example and scenario. So if you're not using Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm not sure what else to do. You probably can attempt to try upscaling, or if your video editor have these settings that I'm going to be going through, you can try to replicate that in your video editor. So we have a ton of presets already, and one of the biggest preset is the YouTube preset. Alright, it's not bad, but it does not produce the quality you'd expect. The preset supposed to produce the quality video that is needed, but it does not. So one of the very things we're going to do is address is one thing that causes the problem. So everything is fine there, and this is fine here. However, what I noticed is that high profile does not work. If you're doing 1080p native and you're trying to get the best quality video, high profile does not work. So what I do is I go to high 10. That seemed to do the trick, but not necessarily fix it once I click it. Then I up the levels to 5.1, and then I include the color parameters, and then include the metadata for the HDR10. And then I'm coming down here now to color primaries. We go Rec 709. So what I found out was that from you click high 10, it changes performance to software encoding. You cannot, from my experience and what I've researched so far, you cannot. There's no way I can use hardware encoding to actually render this video out once I click high 10. So once you click a high 10, it automatically just switch to software. Because see right now we're on high and it's hardware encoding. From we switch to high 10, it's software encoding and the levels and everything. And then go there, just click that, include the metadata. So this part is basically telling YouTube that creating like data in your video that allow them to know that this is a high definition dynamic range video, and we included data in it, the metadata in it, to allow YouTube to easily encode it for us. As the bitrate, I haven't really messed with the bitrate this has been fine for me per se. The variable bitrate 1 pass has been fine for me. You can use 2, but note that 2 will take longer because you go through and assess the video first before actually completing the render. But one thing I've done was that 16 is target because as per YouTube recommendation, 15 is a standard for 1080p 60 frames per second. So in our case, we're going with one up on 16 and then include the max bit rate to 30. No, hold up, 32, sorry. 32, which is double the 16. So that's give it more room in high intensive areas because this is overrider. So this is there are times where high pace movement is needed and this kind of stuff. So in that areas we can go up to the maximum bitrate, which is 32. And then scrolling down, we don't really touch anything more. You can use maximum render quality. I do select that in mine. It doesn't really do anything necessarily. I haven't found like it affects the video in any way, shape, or form, but I just take it just just to guarantee that the video comes out wonderful, I guess. As for audio, I would say leave audio the way it is. I didn't see anything wrong with audio that I needed to mess with. But yeah, this is basically the setting that I use for my videos from now on going forward to get the stamp of high quality on the video. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, it's looking very good. So one of the things you can also do is that you can also match the bitrate that you recorded your video in to the bitrate which you're rendering out in. For example, I record my videos at 45 to 50 bitrate when I'm recording my gameplay videos. So you can render out that, but at the same time, because my internet speed is not that fast, so upload would take a very long time if I should render at that, because it's a very big file once rendered at that. So if you have a slow internet, I would recommend it. I would say stick to the settings that we have here, but if you have an internet that can manage it, I would say match your bitrate that you're rendering out as to your to whatever you record your videos at. When I think one of the complications that I found out that I came across while doing this was that also while adjusting settings and including everything that I include to get the high quality video encoding on YouTube, is that what you realize is that here, this is one of my first ones, the video is dark. The video is very, very dark. So one of the problems why that is because when you include the HDR, the color rec and the HDR and stuff, what it seems to happen is that it dulls your video. I don't know why, but it kind of like it doesn't make it as bright. Like the exposure on the video is like turned down significantly because of that. It still looks good, but it doesn't seem as bright. So one of the things that I have done is that I have turned up the brightness in the game itself before recording. So that's one way I've addressed that issue in this one, by turning up the brightness of the game itself. So that's one way to fix that. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I don't know what, yeah. Yeah, so that's what I get my video to be of a high quality using Adobe Premiere Pro. And it took me a while. It took me like an entire day to figure this, entire 48 hours to figure this out and get it all done and do vigorous testing and even drop the bitrate to see if I lose any quality. I won't even know. So the settings that I show you, this game is that setting. and everything. Note, I'm using an RTX 2060 as my GPU, and the video is going to take a while. That's one thing I have to let you know. The videos are going to take a while to render. It's not going to be as fast as using hardware encoding, because using hardware encoding accelerates the process. So because we use software encoding, it will take longer, but there's no other way to get around it. If you want a high quality video, you're going to have to sit and wait a while. That's the whole thing I gotta say, guys. You gotta sit and wait a while. Unless your GPU allows you to put in those settings while still using hardware encoding. If your GPU can do that, then you have no worries. But my RTX 2060 could not. So, yeah. With that said, guys, I think I'm just gonna close it off here. I've been talking a while. I'm gonna edit this up now. I'm gonna post it to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it and find this very informing. I hope you use all the settings that I'm using, and if possible, I will see if I can upload the preset so you can download it and include it in your videos if you're not really clear on exactly, or if you did something wrong and you weren't really clear on exactly what to select, even though I think I've kind of explained it properly. But without further ado, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you do so, and see you guys the next time. Peace.